They both look in incredible shape as well. And they did in their last fight, so.
And you see Tommy closing distance to left hand to ultimately try to get the takedown, get that turn.
I do remember Chris having good lateral movement, so
Yep.
this guy looks like he's going to be trying to shoot those takedowns. I wonder if he's going to be keeping his feet moving. See, there you go. Need to move. Get those underhooks, turn them and move. Nice.
Job of that so far by Hardy.
Even giving him a couple shots on the exit of that takedown defense. I always like when you see that. It's a high IQ thing to see out of the 1 and out.
Absolutely. And in terms of like more high IQ things, Chris, what do you want to tell the people out there in terms of when you have an orthodox and southpaw? What are you looking for to gain an advantage there?
You know, it seems like whenever the stances are switched, it looks like the higher jab usually lands the jab. So you see like a lot of hand pawing. So I try to tell them like touch and shoot. Your rear hand is probably going to be the most effective punch as the person who's either a southpaw fighting an orthodox or the other way around, having that open stance. That and a body kick.
Absolutely.
Using your two, using your body kicks, using your head kicks. But as an amateur, these guys aren't allowed to do head kicks.
Both guys been fighting in the clinch here for about 30 seconds as Tom Wiseman's going to give him a couple shots. Tries not to trip. Chris Hardy in.
Nice. He would have had that takedown if he would have hit like a knee pick or something with his knee or his other hand.
Yeah, he had that angle to definitely attack lower. But he's controlling him up top here and landing some good shots up close.
You know, Wiseman looks like a Greco type of style he's coming in with. He looks like he's trying to grab you and put you down. Nice.
Great big shot landed by Chris. He's going to try to get that rear naked.
He's a little high. It does not look like he's got much security.
Tommy dumps him and has him right where he wants him. Gonna land some body shots.
He's got a knee shield. It looks like he should be trying to get the other knee in there for the knee shield, and then you could get onto your side, look to come into a single leg or get the underhook, but having your back pressed against the cage is not where you want to be.
Excellent job from Tommy, getting out of that rear naked and getting straight into side mount.
Good composure on Wiseman after getting dropped with that punch. He was able to end the round on top, perhaps.
Yeah, he recovered quick, and he's still trying to end this round strong.
About 16 seconds left in the round.
You know, I like seeing that whenever he was on all fours, he's breaking his posture down before he goes to take the back. You know, a lot of these people, amateur and pro, they don't break you down. They just kind of try and take the back when you're on all fours. You see them usually get thrown off.
We'll see how they do and fare in this second round. Chris Hardy going to be in the red, Tommy Wiseman in the blue.
Yeah, both guys saw the final bell in their debut fights, so
sure.
Cardio should not be an issue.
You know, Chris Hardy's circling to his outside, looking to set up his straight right hand, so I like to see him using that angle. Staying off of the angle, he's circling, he's not letting his back get against the cage without doing something. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that was another thing I was going to mention when we were talking earlier about the orthodox and southpaw, is that lead foot being on the outside to really line up the straight punches that he's throwing right now.
Yeah, Tommy Wiseman did not like that last shot. He went straight for the instinctual takedown.
He should be getting that underhook. Hardy should be looking for that underhook and either turn him or push his head down.
He definitely needs to bail on the choke, and there you see he grabs the underhook with his left arm there.
Big double leg. Nice takedown, Tommy Wiseman.
And then once again, right into side control, getting a dominant position.
I would like them to see him drag him a couple more feet and then dump him down into his own corner, Wiseman.
It would definitely help, but I think it's very beneficial the fact that he's away from the fence.
Yeah.
It does not give Hardy a chance to wall escape and use that to get him leverage to help him get back to his feet.
Nice, right out the back. Coming up. Get off your knees, get off your knees.
Yeah, very quick on Chris to be able to react and try to get that re-takedown. And he's gonna get it. Grabs his back fast too. Let's see if he can do anything with it.
It looked like he was under for a second, but good job from Tommy to get 2-on-1 with the wrist, put it on the other side to distinguish the threat of the choke.
You know, at what point do you move on instead of really trying to hold that back take when you're in a jeopardizing position where it's like he comes on top? It's like at some point you got to be like, all right, on to the next thing.
Especially since he lost that position in the first round. It was kind of a curious decision for him to re-engage in the grappling anyway. Seems like he does have an advantage at the feet, hurt him on the feet multiple times in this fight.
You know, if Hardy uses that underhook, it kind of comes into him. He could use the cage to kind of reverse this position and end on top. That's one thing is really just, I want to see people aware of where they're at and what they could use. You know, if the cage is right behind you, scoot, use the cage to get up. If the cage is right there and you're in a half guard situation, get an underhook. Use the cage to reverse the situation.
Especially a guy with such a long frame as Hardy, he can use that to really build up and use that kind of to help his frame.
These guys are in shape.
And both guys have shown a lot of toughness. I know this is only their second fight, but, you know, I mean, even just the life experience of these guys, getting in here is no problem. And they're looking really good for round 3.
1-2.
But even just watch after you throw that 1-2 where he's leaning into those. Trying to end it with a jab. Maybe the 1-2. Let him reset and then jab, jab. Kind of keep that footing a little bit. Don't give him a chance to just shoot after he throws a 1-2.
I think he'd benefit from leading with that right hand, and
good sprawl.
If he can get back to space, follow it up with the left hook because Tommy's right hand is eerily low.
I think him really taking the range and taking that space that he gives him. On a failed takedown and he gets up and he takes that big deep breath, you stay on him. Maybe come up with an uppercut from here.
We're seeing a lot of big deep breaths out of Tommy now.
Yeah, and those kicks take a lot out of you.
Yeah, that last double leg attempt was probably his worst thus far. And I don't want to say he takes desperation shots because I don't think that's true for all of them, but certainly when he gets hit hard, he does seem to tend to want to go to the ground.
And he's not setting things up nearly as well. He's kind of plodding forward and he being more or less a punching bag so far in this round. But he's got a good front headlock here. See if he can snap him down and work his strengths.
It looked like Chris was even trying to maybe take him down there with the double for a second and let go.
I like seeing him look for that snap down and trying to pull him down. If he could pull him down to like an all-4 and spin to the back, maybe he could finish the round with the rear naked and on top.
Great defense here by Chris Hardy and trying to keep Tommy's back on the cage. He's done a good job at that this round.
This is where the uppercuts end with the uppercut, ending with the uppercut.
Hammer fist there by Chris. Hey.
Finishes the single anyway. Excellent job to cut that angle and run the pike.
Push his head and get up. You got a minute left. You cannot just accept that takedown. You got to get up, especially with the punches landed right before that. You got to get up.
Tommy's so short and big. He's so heavy on top. He's a hard guy to really fight off of you with all that weight, especially in the third round.
Yeah. It's beneficial that Chris has his back against the fence here. Hopefully he can use that to get back to his feet. But this would be the third straight round that he would end on his back. It's hard to tell where the scorecards are because the damage definitely is in Hardy's favor, but not a good look ending every round on bottom. Excuse me.
And you'd have to imagine he's a little frustrated landing those big shots and he's still ending up on his back. So, you know, you got to utilize the tight spaces with the uppercuts or the hooks.
These are the hardest fights to score because while damage is the first thing you look at in a fight, when you also have about a minute of ground control from the other guy, you're really putting a tight spot on.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for both of these outstanding fighters. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards where we have a split decision. Judge Dan Wiseman scores this contest 29-28 Hardy. Judge Andy Akron scores this contest 29-28 Wiseman. And Judge Stephen Roberts scores this contest 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Tommy Wiseman.